What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of the Red Brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a major SummerSlam swerve, why Jesse Ventura returned to WWE, Wyatt 6's next target revealed, is a star leaving AEW. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. As always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, Gunther vs Balor Classic. A Gunther vs Finn Balor was a fantastic main event, and while it was unfortunate it was more of a springboard to focus on Gunther vs Damian Priest, both superstars work hard to give the fans a great match. With any luck, we'll see a rematch between these two, or possibly even a feud. Number 2, Damian Priest's promos continue to improve. Is Damian Priest retaining against Gunther at SummerSlam? The WWE is giving fans plenty of reasons to think so, as Priest's promos make it sound like he's ready to show Gunther why he's world champion, and Gunther isn't. Of course, there are other factors that will affect the match's outcome, but the mere fact that Damian is so convincing shows how much his microphone skills have improved since he captured the world title and stepped into the single spotlight. Number 3, good build-up for SummerSlam. Raw nailed it last night, providing the excellent matches fans expect, along with wild action in and out of the ring. It also hyped SummerSlam the right way, with interesting interviews and confrontations that made the biggest party of the summer seem like must-see TV. Number 4, Wyatt 6 big reveal. The WWE turned up the heat with the Wyatt 6, with 4 of the group unmasking and revealing themselves as Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis, Eric Rowan, and Nikki Cross. Even better, the WWE is finally booking members of the group into a match. Hopefully this will show there's some substance to the Wyatt 6 and that the faction isn't a study in style. What's also cool is that Michael Cole officially referred to Nikki Cross as Sister Abigail. Many had thought that she was portraying Abby the Witch, but maybe a certain Wyatt member that hasn't returned just yet. Number 5, Damage Control are back. The Damage Control is back, and the Forehead Squad had some serious competition. The WWE has done a good job rehabilitating Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark with their new tag team, both with the trio winning the matches and injuring people as they did with Zelina Vega last night. A feud between these two factions should make for some enticing matches, and it will give all 6 superstars something to do besides compete for titles. And Seth lays down the law. It's been said that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. A pitfall that Seth Rollins has fallen into now that he's special referee for Drew McIntyre vs CM Punk. While the WWE Universe likes Rollins, he's always walked a fine line between heel and babyface, and it's looking more likely he'll cross over to the heel side when he calls this Saturday's match, which should make Punk vs McIntyre even more explosive. But that was a good. What about the bad? Is number 1, WWE need to do more with Alpha Academy. The WWE's handling of Alpha Academy is an example of what happens when you have a bloated roster and not enough time to spend on your undercard. On one hand, fans are likely happy to see the popular combo of Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree on TV every week. On the other hand, their only role seems to be losing to Chad Gable and the Creed brothers. It may be time to cut Otis loose from Akira and Maxine, as he's shown he's capable of much more, and the WWE Universe is firmly behind him. Number 2, is Lyra Valkyria finish? Is there any endgame for Lyra Valkyria's partnership with Katana Chance and Caden Carter? And we're hopeful that the WWE hasn't given up on our push, and that the association with Chance and Carter, whose descent from WWE Women's Tag Champions to chronic losers is reminiscent of 2010s when anyone could and did hold the tag team gold. Perhaps Valkyria will tire of their shortcomings and team up with Damage Control or the Forehead Squad. But at least it was nothing downright ugly, an above average Raw with no filler that gave fans many reasons to watch SummerSlam and to forward storylines involving Damage Control, the Wyatt 6, and much more. What do you guys think of the Red Brand last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now our top story today takes a look at a major SummerSlam swerve. Atop of today's news is speculation what could be a major swerve at SummerSlam. It could be spoilers abound, so head to our next story if you're looking for a spoiler-free zone. Now fans are all abuzz following the segment where someone vandalized the Judgment Day's clubhouse. The Judgment Day's Rhea Ripley was certain Liv Morgan was behind things, but there could be a traitor inside Raw's rogue faction, and we're not talking about Dominic Mysterio, who many fans believe is secretly working with Liv Morgan and will betray Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. Fans managed to notice that on the Judgment Day picture, everybody was scratched out apart from Finn Balor. Now, this observation is worth discussing due to the WWE's policy of dropping storyline hints with hidden clues. But let's explore what it could mean for Finn and the Judgment Day. One possibility is that Finn vandalized the clubhouse. Balor's frustrations with Damian Priest are well known. Equally intriguing are the subtle clues the WWE has dropped that Liv Morgan and Finn are working together in some capacity. Fans noticed Balor giving Morgan a lift to Raw several weeks back, and he's been chummy with her on more than one occasion. Is it possible Morgan and Finn are playing Dom and Rhea? Or some fans think that Finn and Liv have been working together for some time and that Finn may be rebuilding his own version of the Judgment Day. There are other possibilities, such as Finn being used to divert attention from the real culprit behind the vandalism. For now, fans will have to make do with the limited clues that they've been given. Sometimes fans let their imagination run wild, leading to bizarre storylines. While that's part of the fun of being a fan, it sometimes ends up turning out to be true, so don't be quick to dismiss these possibilities, especially since the WWE has improved its storytelling. What do you guys think? Is Finn working with Liv Morgan? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Wyatt Six's next target revealed. The Wyatt Six may be focusing on making Chad Gable's life miserable, but a recent backstage photo has fans suspecting a member of the Damage Control could be next. Ex-user Jay posted a photo of Dakota Kai while Kathy Kelly was interviewing her, noting the Wyatt Six symbol behind her. Look behind Dakota, Damage Control have been marked by the Wyatt Six. Nikki is about to get a storyline, maybe with Alexa at her side. I guess they didn't like seeing how Damage Control treated their family members. They turned on Bayley and haven't mentioned Asuka on TV. Ex-user Sam also noticed the symbol during Dakota's interviews, posting, "The Wyatt Six are targeting people who betrayed their family. Dakota betrayed Bayley, and now the symbol is behind her." Fans are now discussing the prospects of Nikki Cross feuding with Dakota Kai and the possibility of Alexa Bliss joining Nikki to help against Damage Control. Do you think the WWE is setting things up for Nikki versus Dakota? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up is a star leaving AEW. Is former Ring of Honor Pure Champion Daniel Garcia leaving AEW? Garcia, who's been with the promotion since 2020, was written off AEW television courtesy of a beatdown from MJF. And now Dave Meltzer is reporting why Garcia was laid out and how it relates to his future in the company. What I know is that when he did that angle, they were aware that he might not be back, and so that angle was done in case he doesn't come back. And if he does come back, then they've got a storyline for you with MJF. I know he had been thinking about it, or had told people he had been thinking about what he was going to do, which he should do. I don't think it's 100% that he's coming back, but I don't think that he's re-signed or decided to leave yet. But that was one of the reasons he was taken out in storyline. Wrestle Talk notes that Garcia's AEW deal is expiring before the end of the year. As previously reported that Garcia's AEW contract was set to expire in the fall of 2024 according to sources. According to the report, a top AEW name stated that they didn't believe that Garcia will be leaving the company. The source would also express the belief that Garcia has already re-signed with AEW. Would you guys like to see him work elsewhere, or is he better staying in AEW? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, why Jesse Ventura returned to WWE. That's big news for fans of Jesse the Body Ventura, as Jesse was seen backstage with WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H. Raw was held in the Body's home state of Minnesota, and the former governor showed up to say hello to Triple H, confirming rumors that Ventura will be working in the WWE in some capacity. The former WWE superstar and color commentator extraordinaire tweeted, "Yes, it's true, the Body is back home. Thank you Triple H and the whole WWE family." Tagging in CM Punk, looks like hell froze over again. This follows an interview with WABC last May that Jesse was negotiating about a return to the company, possibly under a Legends contract. He told WABC's Frank Morano, and I can only say that that's happened because of the change of direction in the company. As for the WWE Hall of Famer calling matches, he claimed, "And it ain't like I'm going back on the mic, because if I could be honest with you, I don't even know who wrestles there anymore." It should be interesting to see what the WWE has planned for Jesse, one of the most talked about stars from the 80s, largely from his role as color commentator. And finally, SummerSlam guest host revealed. And last but not least, Cleveland's own will be hosting this year's SummerSlam. Now, we're not talking about Hall of Famer Drew Carey or current WWE Tag Team Champion Johnny Gargano, but The Miz. The WWE announced that The Miz will host this year's show. But there you have it, folks, our look at Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.